There's too much going on in my life. I'm being honest with all of you. It's becoming really, really difficult. It's becoming challenging because there's too much hurt. It's too much. I try so hard, you know? I try so hard to keep it going and be strong for the kids, but it's just too much, you know? Sophia's got strep throat too, the poor girl. I worry about her. Michael had it like a couple of weeks ago. Hey, what's up, William? What's up, man? Yeah, Chris, William, you're catching me at a bad time, man. You know, just tomorrow's my mom's birthday. You know, she would have been 76 years old. Um, it's just too much, you know. It's like Mother's Day just recently passed, and I miss my wife and my mom very much. And tomorrow is my mother's birthday. I just can't. It's too much. It's just too much stuff is going on, you know? It's too hard. It's too hard, man. Yeah, that's the song Josephine I wrote for my mom. I don't even think I could even sing it. I'm too sad right now. Josephine, you were there to guide me. You were there beside me. I can count on you. Josephine, you're the inspiration, and you are my best friend now until the end. Years passed us by, and I realize how much I've learned from you. Mistakes I made, you showed me the way to make it all brand new. Josephine, you were there to guide me. You were there beside me, and I can count on you. Josephine, you're the inspiration, and you are my best friend now until the end. You always believe that I can achieve everything that I dream. Until that day, ignore what they say. Follow your destiny. Josephine, you were there to guide me. You were there beside me, and I can count on you. Josephine, you're the inspiration, and you are my best friend now until the end. Hey, Jeremy, how you doing? Yeah, tomorrow is that's a beautiful song I wrote for my mom, Josephine. Tomorrow's her birthday. She would have been 76 years old. I'm heartbroken, guys. Look, it's too much going on. There's just too much going on. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken. There's too much going on. You know, my beautiful wife, Jennifer, passed away. 2 weeks later, my mom passed away. This all happened a few months ago. And I don't know. Jeremy, you sound like a hater when you talk about these benefit concerts like that, man. You sound like a hater, man. I just don't want to deal with haters right now. Just I wish you guys would have a heart. I wish you guys would have a little mercy. Thank you so much, Christopher. Oh, man. I just wish you guys would have a heart, man. What's up, Janice? It's getting to me, it's just, it switched. I was telling everybody it switched. I used to have a lot of trouble at night when my wife and mom passed away. The nighttime was very difficult for me. The kids would be sleeping and it's so quiet, and I was having trouble sleeping. Lately, for some reason, I've been sleeping better, and I don't know why. I don't know. I get more comfort at night. I don't know. I feel like I feel my mom and my wife. I really do at night. I don't know why. I feel a connection. Just during the day, it's too crazy. There's too much going on in the mornings. Kids got to go to school, but Sophia might be staying home today. She doesn't really feel so great. Look, Antonio, it's like I unblock you at the first comment, I feel like blocking you again. Is that crazy? I unblock you. You make one comment, I'm like, let me block him again. Oh man, Antonio, I try to give you a second chance, but you don't stop, man. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday. Have a heart here. I gotta get rid of this Jeremy guy. Yeah, it's just I don't know why God. I just question God every night. Why he did this to me and my family. It's like, look, was it necessary that my wife and my mom had to pass away in 2 weeks? Was that necessary? Like that I had to be alone in life? I know you say we have your kids. It's different. Yeah. Oh, I love my kids. I love my Michael and Sophia with all my heart and soul. I love them. But, you know, Jennifer, my beautiful wife, was everything to us. And my mom, Josephine, she was just, they were the two rocks. She was everything too. They were the two rocks of our family. And they were our support system, and they were there for us, and we were there for them. And we were a beautiful, complete family. We were a beautiful, complete family. So now it's like there's this big hole, there's this big void, and it's like I don't know how to, you can't really fill it. It can never be filled again. So you just have emptiness. You have a lot of emptiness. You know what it was? I sometimes say to myself, I don't know, could I have done anything to prevent this? I go back and forth. It just happened so fast. It's like it happened so fast. My mom came home from the rehab. In a matter of days, my mother collapsed. I mean, I was actually in the process of getting her back into the rehab because I was screaming at them on the phone. I was like, guys, why would you release her like this? They released her. It was like she was all messed up. She was on oxygen. She couldn't stand up on her feet. She collapsed like 2 times. It was like, so I was just like, I was in the process. I was on the phone with them all day. And I said, we need to get her immediately back. She's not well. What did you guys do? But then all of this happened so fast. It's just crazy how quickly everything happened. Even with my wife, like I'm looking at videos of my wife, on her YouTube channel. She looks great. Her last video, I believe it was uploaded in October. I mean, she looks amazing. You would never think, like that's what I'm saying. If people look at her channel and you look at her last video, you're gonna say to yourselves the same thing I say to me. Same thing I say to myself. You can say, this girl looks great. And she did. And it doesn't make any sense. So I'm saying this whole thing doesn't make sense. I know people try to explain it to me. I hear the ringing in my ears. It's probably my beautiful wife. Could be my mom too. I think it's my wife though. I think it's my wife. She's trying to communicate with me. She's worried about me. She's worried about me. Because when my mom was here, I was hearing the same ringing in my ears. My wife passed away first. Um, I just, I know she's trying so hard to reach me. I know she's worried about me. I know she's probably trying to bring me comfort. She wants me to relax. She wants me to calm down. She's like, I'm here, Rich. But you know what it is? I don't mean to be stubborn because I know she's trying. It's just that I miss her. I miss my wife. I miss holding her, kissing her. I miss her just being here. I miss talking with her. I miss seeing her. Same thing with my mom. It's just the only difference between my mom and my wife, I'll tell you the truth, is that for some reason, I keep dreaming and I keep having these memories of my mom, but kind of like in the past. Because for the last several years, after my mom had a triple bypass, she had a triple bypass in 2018. She was really never the same, my mom. She was never the same after that operation. And she had the COPD. She developed pneumonia a few times. But she was never the same after that operation. So I saw her for the last several 8 years, just kind of like being stuck on a recliner, not really walking, not really being mobile. So my memories are going back to my mom, kind of like when I was a kid. That's what I'm saying. I keep thinking about when we lived in West 12th Street, Avenue UNT in Brooklyn, New York. And for some reason, my mind keeps going back to this specific place in this specific time when I was a kid. And I just see my mom as a Wonder Woman. That's how I like remembering her. That's how I want to remember her. I don't want to remember her when she was in a recliner and she was all messed up. That's not the mother I grew up with. My mother was a tank, man. My mother was a Wonder Woman. I remember my mom wouldn't sit still, not for 1 second. Cleaning dishes, cooking chicken cutlets, cooking meatballs, the making the sauce, the pasta. She was an amazing cook. She was just so powerful, and I could never get her to stop. I was like, "Ma, take a break. Sit down." She's like, "No, no, I gotta clean. I gotta do this. I gotta do that." She just took care of everybody. And that's what I keep thinking of with my mom. My memory when I go to sleep and I have dreams, I keep dreaming of my childhood. On West 12th Street. But the thing is, with my wife, she was, in my opinion, okay. Like not too long ago. We're not talking about like years ago. We're talking months ago. Months ago, she was okay. And that's why it was a gigantic shock what happened to her. And it was a shock what happened to my mom, too. All of it was shocking. It just happened too quick. It's been kind of catching up to me now. I don't know. I could tell my wife is trying to calm me down right now. She knows she's worried about me. I love you, John. She's worried about me. And my mom, too, of course. Mm. Starting to get tired again. It's just with this sunlight, it just wakes you up. It's like right in your face, the sunlight. Um, it's kind of tough, The like I said, the nighttime is more comforting. The nighttime is more comforting for me. The day is not no more. It's too much going on during the day. You know. So anyway, that's the story. I gotta get myself I gotta get myself awake. Still kind of tired, but I'm also like kind of down. I'm down. It's like I feel I don't know, a lot of pain, man. It's a lot of pain, a lot of suffering over all this stuff. It's just eating me up. It's eating me up. Tomorrow's going to be my mom's 76th birthday. Oh, my beautiful mom. She loved, my mom loved jazz music, you know. Her favorite song, she used to always ask me to play it, was a jazz standard. I'm going to do it right now. It's called Tenderly on the piano. She loved that song, Tenderly. If you don't know jazz, you're probably not going to know this song. But if you happen to be someone who's into like jazz standards and jazz classics, you'll know the song Tenderly. Let me just do it really quick for my mom. I love you, Mom. Tomorrow's going to be your birthday. 76. This is for you, Mom. My mom loved that song. That's a jazz standard. It's called Tenderly on the piano. Can't really play too much more of it. I'm too heartbroken. But anyway, 7:03. You know, time is going by. It seems like it's going by fast, but it's also very slow at the same time. It's like, just can't believe, like, that my wife and mom is not here. I can't. I just cannot believe it. Thinking about my wife, Jennifer, so much. Thinking about my mom so much. Thinking about my beautiful wife, Jennifer, has her song. as an instrumental song. Jennifer, I have lyrics to it too, where I sing on it. Um, Look, the worst thing in the world is when you have to go through so much. The emotional pain that we're feeling right now, that my beautiful wife Jennifer and my mom passed away, it's catastrophic pain. I can't tell you, I'm not functioning well, I'm not feeling well. It's too much. But on top of it, it's like you can't even grieve because I have all this financial pressure, you know? It's like our household income was taken away from us. I was my wife's full-time caretaker, you know. I took care of her, and it became my full-time job, actually, where I was making an income with it. And my beautiful mom, Josephine, you know, she was living with us since we were married. Since 2005, we became like a team. We were a team, all of us. And that all that income, like $7,000 a month, is now gone. And I have to make it all back, and I keep working hard to do it. I was able to do it last month, but got to do it every month, and it's really, really difficult. This month is very challenging. And it's like, you want to know the truth? I don't even want to think about it. All I want to do is grieve right now. I don't even want to think about it. If you want me to tell you the truth, I just wish that like I didn't have to think about anything except for my mom and my wife. That's all I want to think about right now. My kids, of course. But I have to think about all of these financial things as well, which is a lot. That's why I have that service. It's called the Thank You Song Service. Anyone would be cool enough to do a Cash App. You know, just please consider it. Help us out, help a family in need. I actually record a song, I upload it for you, giving you a big shout out. It's called the Thank You Song on my shorts. Sometimes I do it on regular videos as well on the Apefather channel. This is my Cash App right here. If anybody would get a chance to type this out, it's the $ Richard Lavoy, $ capital RICHARD, capital LEV as in Victor OI. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. Is the $ capital RICHARD, LEV as in Victor OI. No space, no underscore in between my first and my last name. If anybody is still on this live, if you could type this Cash App out, I'll pin the comment. Again, it's the $ Richard Lavoy. It's the $ capital RICHARD, capital LEVOI. Okay, see, like, I'm going to just kick this guy out. I'm not begging, okay? You know, maybe one day if you go through what I'm going through, you'll understand this pain, okay? Goodbye. Can't stand these people. I can't stand them, you know? It's like they don't understand what happened to our family. No one cares. These people want to come here and hate. They don't care what we're going through. They don't care the suffering. You know, it's terrible. I'm just trying to be there for my kids. Like, what do you guys want me to do? You know? Thank you, Janice. He's like, what do you guys want me? What do you want from me? You know, it's either one or two things. Either I'm going to be there or I'm not going to be there for them, right? So that's it. I have to choose being there. Thank you, Eddie. That's what I choose, okay? I could choose not being there, okay? You know what? They'll probably respect me more, these psychopathic haters. You want to, if I just gave up and I just collapsed, they'd be, that they want. See, that you know what the ultimate thing is with these haters is that's what they're looking for. They want me to quit YouTube. They want me to give up on life. They don't want me to be there for the kids. They just want me to give up. And then they're going to be happy. They're going to be satisfied. They're going to say, mission accomplished, you know? But if I show signs of strength, and if I show signs that I'm strong, they're going to try to degrade me. You know, they're going to try to insult me. Oh, you're a beggar. You're a con artist. Like, yeah, when has playing the piano for entertainment tips, right? When does that become a con? How is that a scam? Like, how is it a scam if I play the piano and someone says, here's an entertainment tip? But in their eyes, it's a scam. These people are crazy. These haters are lunatics. That's why I don't want to talk too much about them because I'm focused on my beautiful wife, Jennifer, and my beautiful mom, Josephine. But with that said, um, for the people who do care, I do a song like this. I'll show you. If let's say you did a Cash App, right? I do a beautiful song like this. It's called Acceptance is the Hardest Thing. This is one of my newest songs I wrote. And I record this song for you on a short video, sometimes longer. I give you a big shout out, and it celebrates your good heart, your good deed, as well as the beautiful life that my wife Jennifer and my mom Josephine lived. This is called Acceptance is the Hardest Thing. Called Acceptance is the Hardest Thing. So, if anybody out there would do a small Cash App, I'm going to upload a video, like I said, for you. It's called the Thank You Song video. And it's going to feature a song just like that, celebrating your good heart, your good deed, helping a family in need. As I mentioned, we're dealing with a tough time. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday. She would have been 76. If you have not heard, my beautiful wife and mother passed away recently in the last 2 months. It's just been devastating. It's horrible what we're going through. And I'm just trying to be there for my kids. I'm just going through a lot of pain and a lot of suffering, and my kids are as well. And, it's just too much. It's like one thing after another. The kids have strep throat, as Sophia does. Last 2 weeks, Michael had it. Sophia is probably going to stay home today. It's just too much is going on. It's like never ending stuff. It doesn't end. You don't have a break. You need a break. And it's moments like this, I really need my wife. Oh, I need my wife so much. You have no idea how much I need my wife. I love my mom too, but my wife was my partner with all this stuff. She was there for me and for the kids, 100%, 110%. Her whole life was about her family. And it's like now I feel like alone. I just feel like I have to deal with everything on my own, all by myself. I have to, pay all the bills. I have to take care of the house. I have to take care of the kids. I got to take care of the dogs. I got to take care of myself. It's just too much. And I'm alone. It's like, I don't really have a support system. That's why I come on YouTube a lot. Unfortunately, I don't have a support system. I don't know why. I should. Look, I got a call recently from my cousin. He cares about me. This is a, great kid. He loves my mom so much. He loves her. That was his like second mom. He was just checking up on me. So I mean, from time to time, I do get some calls, I get some texts, but it's just I'm used to having Jennifer around 24 hours a day. People don't understand. I'm used to having my mother around 24 hours a day. It's just a whole different life now. It's getting to me. It's getting to me, this life, this new life. I'm not used to it. I'm not used to being alone. I'm not used to doing everything myself. I'm not used to handling everything myself. It's like it's too much. Look, I always handled things, but like I would handle certain things and my wife would handle certain things. We were like a team. It was like a team effort. Thank you, Pinky. Yeah, I mean, Sophia's got the strep throat. You know, Michael had it last week, like 2 weeks ago, really. But I don't know. Maybe she got it from him. I don't know. I'm not feeling the greatest myself. I'm sure we're all shot here. It's just too much. It's just I wish that like I could just have a little bit of a break. There's no breaks. Unfortunately, no breaks. It's just one thing after another, and that's why I really could use your love and support here. At least try to take. Let's take away one stress. If I could take away the financial stress, believe it or not, if everybody would just do a small cash app, like I said from the beginning, even if it's as small as $10, it adds up after a while. If enough people did that, it would add up, and we would probably be back on our feet. And like I said, in exchange, I do the thank you song video for you. I understand some people can't do cash apps and they can only do super chats, and that's fine. If you can only do a super chat, it's fine. It's just that for the reason I try to influence people to do cash apps, I'm not trying to be mean or disrespectful. It's just that cash app, we get it instantly. Super chats, I got to wait like a month and a half. And the cash apps have like very little to no fees, whereas super chats have like 30% fees, very high fees. So that's the only reason why I try to make people edge more towards cash app if it's a possibility. But once again, if it's not a possibility, super chats are fine. Something is better than nothing, right? But this is the cash app right here. Once again, it's the $ Richard Lavoie. It's a $ capital RICHARDLEVOI. There's no space, no underscore in between my first and last name. I'm going to come back and do a live very soon. I just got to see if my son's going to go to school today because I know my daughter's not because she's got the strep throat. But let me go check on Mike. God bless all of you. I'll see you.